Spears came along, and you don't know this because you weren't born till 1981. Yo, baby.
I'm an 80s kid.
You're an 80s kid. But I think what makes Karen's lifetime and what she did so incredible is she was at a time where there was the Vietnam War and it was hard rock and roll. And she comes in with this amazing, soft sound.
Right.
The Girl Next Door, squeaky clean. No one had heard anything like it. But, you know, she came in at a time where you think all odds were against her being a huge success because the world was looking at the Beatles and Elvis Presley and harder rock and roll. And she comes in with this angelic, and people are like gobsmacked. And I think that's what's so amazing about her. The time, when you look at her music and the timing of it, what was going on in the world when her music came, and her voice, there's never been a voice like hers. And she's so, you know, and I've been looking, like, I get to do the homework. I know you don't, but I've been looking at documentaries. And
I don't. I want to stay away from that.
I know you don't, but I do. I look at it, and
I did listen to her music, though. I did listen to, so when I was connecting, I was putting on YouTube, I was putting some of her music on her little videos. And my little girl was around me. She was just like humming it along, like she already knew it. So I was like really surprised. I mean, I knew a few of her songs. There's a few songs that are just magical that you do, you know, you hear on the radio every now and then. But there were a lot of songs in there that I had never heard before. But her voice, to me, it almost sounds like a warm blanket. Like you can just fall asleep to listening to her. Like, okay, I just want to get cozy in bed, and you just listen to her sound, and it's just, you know, it's warm. It's warm, and it's, I don't know, it's pure. There's this pureness in it,
sure.
You know, and that's what it feels like to me when I listen. I mean, I wasn't even born yet when she was popular, so I don't know what kind of reaction or how people responded to her and her brother, but I mean, she has a few songs that are going to be timeless, I think, that are always going to be around, and she just had a great voice, I think. I don't know much about her, but I think she had an angelic voice. It just sounds like little angels singing.
She connected, like, you know, we said this with Beethoven. The emotion connected. Whatever the song was, she emoted the note like Beethoven.
Mm.
You know, where Beethoven's music would, you know, you could emotionally feel his music, his piece. And Karen sings, and she sings with such heart. You know, if she's singing sad, if she's singing joyful, whatever she's singing, it's with such conviction. And how many people do that? I mean, most of us can sing a note. No, the delivery of her note was like, whoa. I mean, you really believed, and, you know, she would sing these songs and you believe what she was singing, like she herself was going through it. And you were going through with her. And anybody else singing, they could sing really well and you could enjoy it, but there's not necessarily that emotion.
Right.
Oh my God.
And the thing is, you know, there's only one, I mean, there's another person to me that gave me, I'm very much, you know, I connect to energy is what I do for a living, but I do that throughout, you know, since I was a little girl. Energy to me is very important. It's kind of lost system resources may affect your audio quality. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, you went funny for a minute.
Okay. Well, you know, as a child, all the way to now, energy has always been important to me. It's kind of how I define my reality. And when I listen to her music, just to kind of get a feel of her, there was another person that I interviewed that gave me the same feeling of comfort and peace and balance, and kind of that it's hard to explain, but it's just this blissful feeling that you get when you listen to their music. And that was John Denver. I get that same feeling when I listen to his voice. It's
absolutely,
it's so comforting. And the only difference I think with her is when I listen to her lyrics, it almost felt to me like she was singing about herself.
yes,
Do you know what I'm saying? It was very personal, and I think that also makes a great singer. It's not just about singing perfect. It's about feeling what they sing. It's about being able to connect emotionally to what's being sung. And I think she did that really good.
Here's the thing. I have been working all day on bringing it down, and because I think, she's so soft and so gentle and so angelic, and I'm like, I gotta bring it down.
Yeah.
Be more calm, because I'm like, I am so excited, and I feel like she's just so zen. She's all zen, quiet, soft, and I'm like,
you're just kind of like, I'm a big fan. Hello. But the thing is, she's so, her energy, I've been contacting her and connecting with her for like a week and a half. And her energy is very soft. But there's this little, kind of little spice to her, though. She's got the sense of humor that came through. And she was like a little bit of a prankster, and she would just, joke around about things just to kind of lighten the mood. So I don't know if that's how she was in real life, but she was definitely like that when I connected to her. Almost like, in a way, that was her personality. Like she would hide behind a smile. She would hide behind being silly. But I don't know, she's fun to talk to. She's a very fun spirit. So
oh, good.
I'm excited. She's going, I'm excited too.
Okay. I don't want to break out in song.
Uh-oh. We might have to hear that at the end of the video. We might have to add that.
You know what I think we have to do? Hold on, I'm just turning another light on. You know what I think we're going to have to do? Mm-hmm. I think we're going to probably have to do bloopers at the end.
I think so. Those are fun, though. People love those.
I know. I love the bloopers. Oh.
Are you ready?
My heart is just racing. I'm like, okay, Karen, take my hand. Take my hand. Take my hand. Okay, take my hand. I can usually feel someone take my hand. Yeah.
She says she's going to keep you calm. That's okay. She's going to work with you.
No, I can feel her hand in mine. It's okay. I'm good. Thank you. Okay. I can feel her energy in my hand. Thank you. Okay.
She's giggling.
I know. She's laughing her ass off.
She's like, you're so funny. She's going, breathe. Just breathe. It's going to be fine.
And if I do Coco, I'm going to lose my shit.
Oh, we definitely got to do it just to see it.
I mean, between Karen and Coco, I'm like 70 years old right now because I'm just like aging. Okay, go ahead. Are we? They long to be close to you.
Wow, 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 wow. Oh, wait.
That's not great.
I can't sing like she can.
Who can?
Close to you. Oh, that's such a good song. She's pulling away. I can feel her energy pulling away.
She said enough of us.
How was the interview? Because I don't remember it. I'm so sorry. I don't remember my own interview.
Well, isn't that nice that you get to check out for an hour?
The thing is, it's like, I mean, when I do private readings, I don't trans channel. I just, it has to go through my filters. But when I do the interviews, I get so closely connected to their energy because I talk to them for like a week and a half every day. I connect to them, I communicate with them, that they have the ability, and they don't always do it. I tell them, you can do it if you want. You got my approval. They kind of just burge in, and they kind of come in, take over, and then and then usually I don't. A lot of people ask me, well, what happens to you? And the honest opinion is, I just draw blank. Like, I don't know. I don't see anything. I don't feel like I'm moving out. It's just like I'm put on hold. I'm on pause. And then I kind of know that we're going through an interview, but I'm not really aware of anything that goes on. So and sometimes it's like half and half. Like sometimes I'm here, and then they come in and I come back out, and they come back in, they come back out. And sometimes it's a little bit of both. So
who's
weird.
really working here? I gotta pay attention. I have to listen and hang on every word. You're just like in La La Land.
That's why I hired you.
Okay. Sweat.
Oh, I'm sorry. I always feel good usually at the end because then they give me energy. That's kind of the deal that I make. I'm like, you guys can come in, but give me some energy.
Make me feel better. She was incredibly articulate and very sequential. And, sometimes people talk all over the place. I remember I had written to you, she may answer a lot of these questions when she introduces herself, because sometimes when you start, or the person begins to speak, they just go for 3 minutes about their childhood, and I'm like, well, that covers the first 8 questions. But where Karen was so different, because she was very mindful, I think, of, you will ask the questions. I'm not, she was very, I'm not going there until you ask, was my feeling. And I've never seen that before with someone being interviewed. They seem to want to get it all out. And, like, I'm going to tell you all about my childhood. And now I'm like, okay, well, shoot, now I don't know which questions you've answered.
That's so funny.
Karen wasn't like that. I mean, it's almost, she had this knowingness of, I know what the questions are, so let's just go through it. 1, 2, I've never had that experience before, because we've done this.
It just shows you that every spirit's different. They all kind of, they all respond in their own, but maybe she was, if you think about it, her human consciousness, because it's, I get the human consciousness, not the soul, the higher self that comes through. It's usually the human consciousness that comes through. If you think about it, maybe her mother trained her to do that. When it came to interviews, wait till the end, the question is asked, and then you respond. Maybe that's how she was programmed. Yeah. Because I don't think she was able to just talk freely about things. Everything was controlled. So maybe that was part of that.
Her mama, piece of work. Whoa. I did poke her at her sense of humor a little bit. If you remember, just her describing her life. Did you remember her talking about she's a young man in Russia right now, working on sports. And so I was like, well, do you sing?
I remember a little bit of it, I think.
So I was
not really sure what she said, though.
No, I pushed her sense of humor a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Like, all right, but do you sing? Like with the radio and the guitar, you're singing.
That's funny. Well, we can all sing, but how it sounds is a whole different ballgame. You should hear me sing in the shower. Gerald always goes, you're ruining the song. I'm like, okay.
No, but don't we all? No, I don't agree with Gerald. I think we all sound fabulous in the shower.
But in our minds, we do.
No, or in the car.
I sound great in my head.
I know. Or when you're in the car and you crank on the radio, I think we're great in the car, in the shower. No, we're not going to be cutting records. Of course not. But we sound good.
I think
But
so. We should just love that. We should just love that about us. You know, be proud of who you are. Be proud of your singing abilities. Whether or not it makes a record, doesn't matter. Just be proud of it.